Hello, and welcome to Satisfactory on a Friday. Must be the end of the week. Hurrah! Just trying to. I had some updates, and I wasn't entirely sure that everything was properly connected, but it looks like it is. It looks like we're getting game audio, game visual, my microphone. So it all looks like we're okay, so I think we shall proceed. I also fiddled about with MooBot. Maybe that'll work. I don't know what I've done wrong there, but I've done something wrong. Right, so let's fire the game up and see where we are, because I have been a little bit busy during the week with this. They did do a couple of big updates, so there is one thing I want to check. I was getting a lot of visual glitching. Actually, let's go and do that. We're down by the... Oh, crikey. Some real frame drops then. Crikey. Hope everything didn't melt down. It is the experimental branch, so we should expect some instability. Well, I could just quickly show you. There's nowhere near enough coal coming in to this factory. This is the coal. This is meant to be the coal. As you can see, it's emptying not very much at all. That's because over at the other place, it's not even bringing in a, like a, what do you call it, freight wagon's worth of coal. So it's sort of, a bit pathetic what it's bringing in, and that's causing quite a few things to be quite slow. So basically, the steel just produces every so often. It's part of the problem. I've done the same thing again, where I've basically set it up to have loads and loads of chests, because that's what I kind of it's a buffering thing. But of course, to fill a chest with one thing, it's got to use all the previous ingredients, so they all get used up, and then there's nothing there. So, for example, these things, this is basically all of those that I've got, because every single other one is currently being turned into these. So yeah, so there's some issues with the factory. Say again, because I put in all these industrial storage chests, and then it's because you can't limit the chests. I'd really love, I've obviously done this half-arsed way of doing it here with the blocking off the things, because it's not going anywhere, so you can do this. There's also some weirdness where, you see this here, it won't fill this up. I don't know what that's all about, but, there's loads of stuff in the train, but it won't fill that up. And it does that for all of them, so I guess that's how it works. It's a bit strange. But yeah, I've gone mad with the chests, and because, what I'd want to do is limit them. I'd want this to be full, but, this other one may be not full, just some so that it smooths out the supply rather than completely filling that chest, So I've kind of made that mistake again. Anyway, what I was going to show you is, I was going to check for one thing, because they have issued a few patches. So I don't know if this is fixed or not. But I was getting some visual glitches. I'm going to have to set up some tubes. This is getting a bit silly climbing all the way up here. And I've ended up, some of the floors have got like naphole on them, and others are completely stuffed. You see this? They're running. I think this is actually the... Is this the steel beams? Yeah, there you go. So K steel beams. So I've completely run out of them basically, because I've got no steel. Because there's no coal coming in. You see. So I've done that, and that's because if we go and look at this, what will happen? These are actually, I think, being used in one of the higher level recipes, but. You see, that's nowhere near full, so until that's full, and in fact, they're being used in something. Until that's full, we won't get any steel beams, and I actually, prefer them for building you know, the level 3 belt. Yeah, I think really I need like a compromise between a factory that makes stuff for me, which would perhaps be this factory, and factories that make stuff specifically to, you know, put it in the space elevator. Because obviously there's, you know, the whole desert that we spent ages exploring and putting beacons on and stuff. I'm not actually doing anything with, so I'm sure there's loads of resource available. But, you know, I'm learning the game still. Or certainly learning this. Oh, come on. Because I'm getting stuck on the whatever's causing that problem. Right. There we go. Yeah, I need some hypertubes in because this is getting tedious walking up these stairs all the time. Right, so what I was going to check with the visual glitch... Oh, they have fixed it. Okay. So this edge was showing it the best, which basically this was flickering between the textures. Obviously something to do with how they've done the customizer. And basically it was both, I think it was trying to put like the default texture and the new texture on top, and it was like flicking between the two. So it was like vibrating, because I was a bit worried it would, I mean, it was to the extent of maybe triggering epilepsy type of thing. It was really, you know, flashing away basically. And it was also then impacting some of the machines, like the shadows were going nuts on some of them. But they've obviously fixed that, so that's cool. But basically, what I wanted to show you was this absolute spaghetti monstrosity. We did this bit last stream, making the modular engines, and you know, that was fine. But then I did this, which is just an absolute mess, where basically, so these guys are making processors, I think. Well, they should be, but they're not getting, not really getting the stuff in, I don't think. Oh no, maybe they are now. I did upgrade some of the belts, but so then I realised we were just completely running out of steel. So it was like, well, what's the point upgrading it all if basically there's just not enough stuff? But yeah, so they're making processing units. Oh, and in fact, that's kind of stacked back, isn't it? Oh, that's because we've now filled up. So it was taking a while to fill up. These are computers, so this is making computers. So the circuits are being split, basically, between this one, which is new, which is the adaptive control units. So there's some circuits coming in there. It also takes automated wiring, which, of course, is the floor below. But then I'm making circuits here, and from circuits... You know, circuits are going, which is why we've got 4 of them. They're either going into here or into here, which is computers. And then this is the heavy modular frame. So what I just need to do quickly, now that... Because what's actually happened is I've basically then left the base to run. What I did, actually, was I went round exploring again. Because when they updated the map... I haven't done all of it, because I've still got bits of the grassland I didn't look at before. But when they updated the map, it just sort of set it all to black again. So I just sort of drove over here in the car while it was chunking away doing these, because you see all the objectives are now complete basically for the tier, and that's what we'll go and do in a minute. We'll launch the final one and we'll open up the tier. Now I did sneakily do it and then, you know, load the previous save sort of thing, so I know what's in it roughly, and it's basically aluminium as I'd suspected. I haven't actually identified particularly any aluminium, so we could go around and try and find some aluminium. I think there's one that I found, isn't there? And I don't think it was one I went and... I don't actually know how many aluminium patches there are. Did I mark it? Ah, it might have been these. It might have been that one, because I've not given it a name. That's quartz, isn't it? Yeah, so I sort of drove around and did... While I was going, I was picking up slugs, and... Because what we'll probably need to do is, like, put... overclock the ore patches for some of these so that we can actually get... Like, the coal. I need to pump out a lot more coal, so we might as well stick a load of overclocking in that one, and it will actually start filling up the train station properly. And as previously mentioned, we want to shift power to oil power, because... you know, now that we're actually using it for the circuits and stuff, not that I'm really using it in that much volume, but We are using it, so we can actually do that. But what I wanted to do quickly was basically just because I have none of these, and none of these, and none of these in stock, as it were. I've not got access to any of them, and you need some of them for. So, for example, if I want to extend the amount of fuel power, a fuel generator requires computers and heavy modular frames, which we're now making, but you know, I've not got any stock of. So we need to stick in a couple of chests just to bleed off some of this, especially now that it's basically finished. You know, we're not robbing Peter to pay Paul anymore. So we just do that, and they've obviously now added the whole thing where you can just stick a splitter in a belt, like so. If it'll let me do it, you're gonna attach. There we go. So we can just use this to just add in, quick and dirty, a little storage chest here. Are you going to show me a lineup? Wait, no. Is that alright? Doesn't look right. Yeah, we'll just stick that in there. Hopefully that works. No? No, you're not connected to the belt then. Why are you not connected to the belt? Unless it only works at higher levels, that would be dumb. Splitter. You see that's got the line on it. But the way it's not... Maybe it only... Well, that's not correct, is it? Maybe it's because it's not a proper straight line, as it were. That's attached to the belt, isn't it? Surely. No, you won't connect. Okay. Let's have another storage chest in. Put jumper on, I'm a bit warm now. Oh, what you... Invalid shape. What? Why am I getting a connect? Let's just move it a bit back then. I can move the belt around, whatever angle it wants. There we go, that's connected then. That was a bit fiddly. Wasn't expecting that. Right, so then same here. Basically, we'll stick this. And it's not going to produce millions. We're just going to... Okay, you're not going to connect to that belt then? Huh, this is a bit fiddly, isn't it? Ah, is it connected now? Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. Storage container here. I could stick them in the same one, really, but whatever. Put that there. So it's not going to make a million. We don't need loads. We just need it to chunk away on a few. You know, using up the resources and all that sort of stuff. I was saying before, I've sort of got into I've kept in a mindset, really, of, you know, like Factorio production, where you kind of try and say... In fact, let's put the splitter in first. Sort of try and save stuff. Is that on the belt or not? Well, it's not giving me the right... No? It's a bit difficult to tell if it's properly connected or not. I don't think that is it? Let's try it from this angle. Oh. Ah, there we go. It's a little fiddly there. I'm really glad they put it in, but a bit fiddly to get that actually properly done. Right, so just give that a bit of space. Heavy modular frames. Excellent. Right. And I'll just leave it to chunk away on, because, you know, it's producing them at a tiny rate. You know, they take, what is that? 1 a minute. So in this entire stream, if it's 2 hours, that's only 120 of them. So, I mean, the goal was only to make 100 of them, you see. So, oh, no, that was 500, but it was obviously running for a lot longer. In fact, let's do them a little trick. Yeah, so not 100% sure what I want to do with this episode. I think probably go and find some aluminium. But we could also take some, you know, I say when I was filling in the map again, I did find some extra power slugs and stuff. So I've converted a load of them into power, you know, the speed boosts and all that sort of stuff. So there we go. So I don't have a full health bar for some reason. Let's do that just quickly. But that's because I was combating, you know, I was having to shoot stuff and spiders and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it was a whole thing that I did while I waited. Right, yes, but basically here we are. So this is now, you know, stocked up with everything it needs. So if I have noticed, I don't know, maybe I'm just misremembering because it's so long, but I thought you did it all the way down rather than this whole seal and send bit. I thought you sort of did the whole lot. Up she goes. I was actually looking at, space elevators are impossible, basically, because of the tensile strength requirements or impossible for us at the moment, of the actual connection. Because you get a thing, it's like one of those things where once you've made it, it's stable, but making it would be impossible, basically, because you would need something that would be able to support its own weight. And we don't have anything strong enough, basically. In theory, carbon nanotubes might be able to do it, but yeah. So the next tier then, next one requirement is nothing we're making. So all of these ones here are just going to stack up on the belt. This isn't going to. The last few tiers, it's like had common ingredients, so it was doing them. But this is all new stuff, is my understanding. And the numbers are bonkers. It really, you get this in a lot of production games, but where it ramps up. But this one goes nuts because these things, I think in particular, was it them? One of those are nuts because that's you've got to do the whole nuclear chain before you can even make them, as I understand it. We'll go and have a look in a minute, but yeah. So that one, assembly director system. In fact, can I look at the wiki directly? No, isn't it under J? No, I can never remember because I do it so infrequently. Oh, there we go. So what are they called? Assembly something? Oh no, I think I haven't even unlocked them technically because I have to do the research, don't I? But I was looking on the wiki and I'm pretty sure it's them. That it's a bit of a nutty recipe, production wise, but then you need 4,000 of them. So yeah, it's a big goal. And yeah, this game does seem to. It's like the first 3 tiers you can do by handcrafting, basically. And at this stage, it's like unless you've made 10 mega factories, you can't even do it before the heat death of the universe. It's quite the ramp up this game does. So that's doing that. Has unlocked the last 2 tiers, which give us basically aluminium and uranium, essentially. So we can't actually do. I don't think so. This was the magnetic field generator. Doesn't tell you the details, does it? But yeah, it was on the thing, obviously. But obviously, this is nuclear power, and this is why it gives you nuclear power because it's much more productive, and you're going to have to produce things in gigantic amounts to do the final tier. Now, as I understand it, it's a bit of a joke, because It's kind of the ethos of the studio, but it's a bit of a gag reward for finally finishing it. But yeah, so we've got nuclear stuff here, but I don't think we can even do any of this. Yeah, because we need those things, supercomputers, and we only get them, I think, with one of these. Where's... No, RCUs. There you go. So supercomputers require aeronautical engineering, and in order to even research that, we need both aluminium casting and alclad aluminium sheets, so which basically are bauxite. So effectively this becomes a bit more linear. The earlier tiers you can that it unlocks, you can kind of do whichever one you want. But this we've got to do bauxite. I think it then's a bit more available, because then, yeah, so you just need some of the things you've unlocked. And it gives us, so hazmat suit is obviously for uranium. Shields you from the adverse effects of radiation, consumes iodine-infused filters from your inventory when you are in radioactive areas. So that gives us, you know, the ability to even get near nuclear, because you do die from radiation in this game. Aeronautical engineering gives us the jetpack, I think, doesn't it? Or lets us do the hover pack, basically. I think. Oh no, that's the drones. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so we need to do this one. It is regular ingredients. So, you know, rubber and computers and motors and heavy modular frames. But that's why I started sticking the heavy modular frames in the thing, because... And I don't think I've not got a and this is what I was saying about the chests, I've not got a backlog of motors. So, you know, rubber we can go and grab, no problem now. And we've obviously got the computers on us. So we'll just stick them in now. And we can go and grab a bit more rubber from upstairs and get through the door. We'll see how many heavy modulars it's done. It won't have done that many because it's not really producing it at very high speed. So I can't remember how many we need. 500. So we might as well take, say, 3 stacks. Motors we can go and have a look at, but as I say, I don't think... They're quite high up, aren't they? I can't remember which floor they're on. But if we go at this end, they're all being produced at this end. But yeah, I boosted some of these belts up. Particularly screws, because screws are one of those weird things where, you know, it wants them in very high numbers, and of course you're putting them on a belt one at a time, so you have to have a high... I've done it again! High belt level to feed it what it needs. So is it the next one? Here we go. So, yeah, you see, we've not even got any of them. What are they? You're making motors. Have you got any in backstock? Backstock? No. I think they're basically all going into, you know, the adaptive motors and stuff. Oh, they're stacked up. You see, we need 200. I mean, what we could do is go and disconnect. Disconnect something here. So is this using motors? Yeah, that's using motors here. But is it sticking them in a chest? Or just providing them direct? There's a chest here. So that's modular. Now that won't be using motors, will it? No. What's this though? What are you making? You need road. Okay, so there you go. You see, so these are basically all making. Yeah, there's all my other heavy drain on steel beams. You see, why am I filling chests with these things? Not that I am filling chests. I say we could just leave it, you see, but I'd quite like to just cut them off because I don't have any particular use for the other ones. So these ones, we could just take these belts out. Like that. And then the machines will obviously back up a bit, but not that much. They only hold like 5 or something. But then it will start, the whole system will start to back up. But yeah, I need like factories making everything basically. So that one we can cut off, can't we? I say they will have a stock, but it's weird. It sort of stockpiles to a very large degree here. I don't know what logic they use for it, to be honest with you, because some of them stack to 200, and that seems really large numbers. But yeah, so the ACUs, it will stack a few of those up when it eventually gets them, but that'll be a while. So it needs 100 of these. So if I take that, and there's 50 in here, isn't there? We just thieve them. Then that should be enough to go in there. Maybe I could pinch, because I only... Well, 200's a lot, though. How many motors have you got? So you've only got 16 motors. We see I've boosted the belts up, basically. We'll stick the rubber and heavy modular frames in. And then we'll have to do something else, basically, while the factory just sort of catches up a bit. So I could find the... Because obviously I can use the map to go and find the resources, even though I can't actually mine them yet. But if I know where they are... That door's on the wrong side. If I know where they are, then, you know. Side door... Then that'll speed that process up when I eventually do get the stuff. Other option is we could sit and hand make 200 motors. They're not that long to make, but yeah, I mean, well, we'd have to make a load of rotors. I mean, we've got the stators, but we haven't got rotors either. But yeah, it should be better now that it's sort of backing it up. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, put them in here. It's a long time since I did one of these. Put that in there. Cool, so we're just waiting on motors, basically. But yeah, then everything seems to need aluminium, basically. So it like gatekeeps off everything. Yeah, because they need aluminium to be made. Those are all aluminium. Crikey. Yeah. So we need aluminium, but we can't do aluminium because we haven't got any motors or enough motors, and we can't get enough motors until the factory backs up a bit, or I could make, you know, make them by hand, and I'm not really interested in doing that. So what we'll do instead is we will look up the old Satisfactory map, and we will go and find Satisfactory map, interactive map, and we want, what do we want? We want, agree, yes. Resource nodes. Oh, actually, can I turn all that rubbish off? I can never remember how to do this very quickly. No? Why is that doing that? Drop pods. Oh, it's showing a lot of adverts. Turn them off. And there we go. That's the badger. Right, so we turn the crude on and off. Where's oh, there's bauxite. There we go. What else are you showing me? No, don't want the drop pods on. There we go. I can see them now. Oh, they're all in a line. That almost looks like proper geology. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like they're up in the forest and down in the... This is why I've not run across them. Huh, okay. So there is... There is... So this spur, it looks like, here, which is this thing, appears to have bauxite on top of it. So that, across there, appears to have a node of bauxite on top. And then there's sort of some here and here. So they basically go in like a line, basically, across here. So it's like a strip of bauxite. So it looks like there may be bauxite. Bauxite obviously is the ore for aluminium. Yeah, so we got some on like an island here. And there's some here. Then there's some... There's that. That's there. So I wonder what I found there. Some there. And then... So this is the bit I didn't... We've already uncovered some of this. A little bit. I didn't go and look at it again. So where was that one I found? I thought there was one... Is that really all of them? Because I thought I'd found one. And marked it. And it wasn't in the... It must be this. It must be this here. Obviously I can't show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, they seem to be in a strip basically across here. So if we go over to this area where there's that crash site, then that should put us nearby some. And then we could venture down into this bit, which I've never explored. So some of this I have previously revealed, and then it got covered over. But I didn't unreveal it all again. So this is safer around here. But these bits I've never actually been anywhere near. Wow, you are really hammering it with the adverts. Blimey. Right, yes, so what we'll do is say we'll drive over to the grassland, probably, and sort of re-reveal that. And then we'll head up, basically, over here. And see if we can find some aluminum. Okay, right, so what do we need to do there? Yeah, it's interesting there's one over there, because I could quite easily build a ramp up to it. I think that would actually give me access to the forest, which I've never been in either. But it's actually, I believe, it's quite dangerous. Right, so if we take some healing stuff, since it looks like we might be going into dangerous areas, do we want sort of safety net of having the rebar? Because I can grab loads of ammo. In fact, we need to dump some of this stuff off, really. We should probably grab some more fuel, just so that the... Yeah, okay, so we'll trim down what I'm just carrying. With us sort of thing. So we'll get rid of some of that. Get rid of that. We don't need quite so much iron plate, I shouldn't think. All that. Oops. No, I'll get rid of them. I want a little bit in case I need to build something random, but... not massively fussed about having very much of everything. Get rid of that. Just a little sample, you know. A little taste. I keep randomly getting silica, and I don't know why. But yeah, healing items. Yeah, okay. So let's go and grab some fuel. Would I need anything else? So we got loads of ammo and bombs and stuff, so I might as well take them. Because bombs are actually quite effective against the natives, I have discovered. Should we take parachutes just in case? I mean, I can't see any real use for them. We could make some more gas masks and do that whole thing in case some of these end up... What do I need for gas masks? Oh, not gas, you know, filters. Can I make them here? No. Where are the filters? Oh, they're gas filters. We need fabric, coal. Okay, that makes sense. Have they even got any coal anymore? Yeah, there's coal here. So we'll grab some coal. Fabric. How do I make fabric? It's out of mycelia, is it? Oops. Mycelia fabric is not on this one. Fabric is biomass and mycelia. Right. Makes some sense, I suppose. Right, so mycelia should be in here. Oh, we got biomass already. Well, I've only got a little bit of mycelia. Okay. Huh. I guess that's because I've not chopped down any thingies in ages. We can make 9 fabric. And then we'll make 4 gas masks. Not a lot, but it's all we can do. I could always go and chop some of the old mushrooms down. What else was I going to make? I was going to make... No, I've done it, haven't I? So these are the things I was using for gas masks. Those are the the filters. Why have I only got 6 spiked rebars? I thought I had a stack of them. Huh, okay. Make a bunch of them then. Got loads of iron poles. Weird, I thought I had a stack of them in that chest, but there you go. 28, 49, 50. There we go. Right, so we need to head down. Because these are where we get... In fact, that's a point. Can I blow... No, if I blow it up... No, I don't want to do that, do I? Can I not pick that up? Oh! Ha! Didn't mean to do that. That was accidental. There's no way to pick them up then, once you put them down. Right, I better heal myself then. Let's use one of these. In fact, use a stack of them. Oh! I've climbed up the wrong thing. Wait. There we go. And take that out. Put that back. I didn't want to blow it because once you've blown it up, it's permanently gone. Need that. my cup, there's my cup. Right, so the fuel's down here, basically. I'm still using that fuel I made from way, way back. Because it stacks up like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, we need more, you know, fuel burning things. See what I mean? It's got loads of this. Let's grab 4 of them. And then, oh, I could get rid of the concrete as well. Don't need all that concrete. Yeah, I didn't want to blow up that thing because, say, it's permanently gone. And say, since we're using it for the thing, what I wanted to do was use the chainsaw on it, but the chainsaw's back in the car. Or is it in the car? Might be in the might be in the old. We see, you know, we're not even making rubber and stuff at a very high rate. And it's because I need to start overclocking some of the resource patches, because obviously I've tapped every oil resource over there, oil well, but they're only producing at relatively low rates. We could take the power shards with us in case I decide to do that, I guess, but I don't think that's the aim today, really. See, I turn them. I'm going to keep one of each, but seeing I've turned them all into them. So we could grab some mycelia because there's a bunch of that. So we'll chuck the. Oops. Chuck those away. Preparing for a road trip, basically. As I say, I didn't look properly at what we would need, but so it's going to be ages before there's that stack of motors, to be totally frank. So we might as well do something else. Right, so we'll pop more fuel in you. Because you need more fuel. Got loads of beacons in here, so I'll take some of those back. Oh, we got loads of fabric here. Okay. So we could use that to make the gas mask rather than blow some more stuff up. But if we put that in there, I'll halve that. Put that away. Might as well put them in there. What else? So if we grab some more ammo here, no, here, like that. Cool. And then I'll chuck this in the back. I suppose there's a chainsaw in there. No, it's got fuel in it there. Okay. So, put a couple of stacks of that in there. So I'll put some of them in rather than carry them. Okay, so we'll just head back. We'll make a few more of the old gas. In fact, I should really have proper production things here, really, shouldn't I? So let's make a craft bench and an equipment workshop. So we can make some more filters. I'm assuming that probably there will be lots of nasty gas type stuff that we will have to deal with. Where is the actual gas mask? And put them back in there. Am I wearing the gas mask? No. Where is my gas mask? It's not in there. There's no gas mask in there. Gas mask is not in there. Okay, it must be back in the other chest. Right. Right, let's go and get that then. Because you see, we might as well equip the gas mask. Let's see what they left it in here. Where's my gas mask? Huh. I do not know where that is then. In here? No. Is it in here? No. I'm not carrying it, am I? No. Right. Okay. One last place it could be is over here. Okay, we need to make a new gas mask then, because I appear to have lost that. Where the heck has that gone? How do I make a gas mask? I need fabric. Brilliant. 100 fabric. 100 fabric. Right. Seriously, it's not in here. This feels like when you're looking for your keys. And you keep checking exactly the same spots over and over again. Okay, I've either stuck that in some random chest somewhere, or perhaps destroyed it at some point. I cannot think. I don't recall any incident or problem with it. It's not in there. In fact, where's my chainsaw as well? So we have one fabric, basically. Okay. So we need to chop down some nice... In fact, I say, where is my chainsaw? Where is my chainsaw? Okay, we're just going to have to abandon that point then, because we need to crack on with... It's been like an hour of this stream and I've not really done anything. Let's just go and have another look at... Maybe the chainsaw's in here. And what I'm wondering, I'll be honest, is there a chest over at the... like the military base? You know, the... And I've put it in there, maybe? Not in there. Oh, there's the chainsaw at least. What I'm actually wondering is, has all this messing around, does that mean we've made a bunch of motors and we can unlock that? Because once we've unlocked it, we can do scanning for it as well. Let's go and have a look. Makes me dizzy a bit, this as well. I don't suppose you've made any motors, have you? No. There's none stacked up there. But there might be... So some of these machines might have them in. That was wiring. No. What about you? Your rotors. Huh. Okay. You see what I mean? Why do I need all those frames for? But it's just just sort of almost instinctively stuck in the big storage container. It's not got the stuff to fill it up. Was it you using motors? No. Must have been you two. Yeah. So we've got 45, 75. $125. So we've not really got enough. Oh well. But by the time I'm back, we'll have enough. Okay. Right, so this stream's a mess. Whoa, and then I've fallen down the stairwell. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, let's get on with something. Even if it sort of proves to be not the best thing to do. Let's get on with something. So I'll head back over to the grassland. I'll just drive around the grassland a bit. Whee! Not sure why I came this way, but I did. You'll drive around the grassland a bit, sort of re-find where all the bacons are. You know, I've got to take his legs out. I mean, it's kind of a mandatory requirement at this stage. I was listening to, when I was driving around doing the thing, they've just done the gears that if you're accelerating, then it goes up and does it, you know, it goes up through a gear and does a gear change. Even if you've reached your top speed, and even if, you know, it's just done on a timer thing, basically. It's like you've been pressing the forward key without, I mean, if you lift off into the air like this, it resets it, but it does another gear change. Gear change. And it does it infinitely. And it doesn't matter if you've reached, even if you reach your maximum speed. It's not tied basically to the speed, which it would be, you know, in real world. So if you're just driving along like this, and apparently, and when you turn, you obviously do scrub some speed. So, you know, it should be just going up through the gears, but they made it so it just literally just keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up through the gears. So apparently this vehicle has an infinite number of gears, basically. It's a big tree, isn't it? I don't know if that's just because I'm streaming. Yeah, okay. Oh, I've come the wrong way. Okay. But don't we need to go this way anyway? Hang on. Where are we? We're here. Okay, so we want to go that way. I don't think I can get through there. Let's just have a quick look. Whee! Can I get through here? Because this is, yeah, this is a cliff, isn't it? Hmm. If I fall down there, it's disaster, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I thought there was a way of, like, sneaking through over here, but maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, let's go through here. Like so. Oh! The old exploder's having some fun. Here we go, we can go through here. Oh, there it is. That's the little gap I was looking for. Yeah, so we'll just drive around this. Sort of add it back onto the map. There seems to be a ridiculous amount of limestone, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm guessing it must be used in one of the... you know, you need like a ton of concrete to make... Oh! A ton of concrete to make nuclear reactors or something, but... it's like a ridiculous amount of concrete to make available, basically. Oh! Now we do it. It's a bit weird with how it fills the map in, I must say. It's sort of... Suddenly, it must be like once you've reached a certain distance in. There you go. So it's sort of filled some of it out, even though we're way ahead of that. And look at, I mean, look at the draw distance as well. I'm sure they're fiddling about with the settings. Oh, free slug. There's no one here. Get up there, can I? No? Okay. Okay, don't let me do that then. Come on, clip to the edge. There's a good boy. There we go. I wonder if they change the logs again, because those look really undetailed now. Right, yes, so we need to go down here. You see, that sort of thing there is why I was worrying about the old gas mask, because you know, there are some big patches of stinky, horrible nastiness. Oh, look, it's got mist over it, but the mist is somehow tied to the camera, so it's moving up and down as I move the camera. Blue ones, the blue slugs, which is why they changed the colour. But yeah, it's quite a good little tweak. I think this is basically it, isn't it? Ah. You see, I mean, they're obviously tied to whatever the story is, and that's kind of one of the reasons I'm quite keen to see what the story is, even if it turns out to be maybe not that interesting and you only want to do it once and then you sort of don't bother, sort of thing. But there's so many of them, it's got to be something, you know, fairly significant. Otherwise, why have so much of that? And there's also that Samuel. Have they reworked this? I don't remember this being like this before. So where do we actually want to go? If we go... So I've basically added the bit, you know, I mean there's this up here, which is where we were originally going. But where am I? I'm... sort of that sinkhole there, isn't there? So if we go round here, this is where that big lake is. Crater Lake, I think it's called, or people call it. Not actually sure whether I've been this way or not before. Can I push you off? Yeah. Take that. It can't be that way. I don't think. Well, they've either changed it, and I, you know, have been over here. I don't recognise a lot of these vegetations. Oh. I'm saying that's either because they've tweaked it, but I didn't think they were doing this bit. Or I just haven't actually been this. We're stuttering with the old frame, right? That looks weird. What's going on there? Is that just a... Oh, uranium. Okay. Stay away. Ow. Sounds dropped out again. Oh, right. Here we go, you see. Toxic clouds. So that's the lake. That's the crate. You know, the big crater lake I was talking about. We've got toxic clouds basically across there, but it looks like I might be able to get you there alternatively. So if we reverse up a bit and round back to the right, maybe we can go this way. There's toxic clouds there. Oh! I definitely haven't been to this part of the map, but sort of deliberately. So this is the big lake. Maybe if I try and sneak down here. Let's just leap off. Leap of faith. It's not too far to... Whoop. Not too far to fall. Whoop. This is like a proper alien planet now. This is good stuff, this. I wish they'd done more stuff where it's linked to the biomes. Because at the moment it's sort of cosmetic, really. Oh, is this coal? That looks like coal to me. Okay, there's several bits of coal. Okay. I'd like to get unmarked that if I'm honest. I just quickly nip because there was something over here. Okay, so if we get out. No. It's alright, you got stuck on the car. So what I need to do is swap that out because I was going to give it a whack with the old thingy there. What do I need to swap? What do I usually carry? I can't remember. No, that's it, I think. Yeah, I was going to give it a whack with that, but got the wrong thing. So, yeah. So, oh, that's it. I need some. I need the beacons. Oh, I've got the beacons. Yes, there we go. There we go. I remember how to do this. Right. So. Coal. What colour am I doing coal? Am I doing coal black or white? I can't remember. I can't remember. Right. Because you see another bit of coal there. I was building, and there, blimey. This is coal central. But yeah, it's sort of randomly, almost randomly distributed. Look at that. Looks like quite a drop. What resources are where, as opposed to you know, you have to go to this biome to, you know, mine bauxite or whatever. It's not really like that. It's more. I mean, bauxite's the first one I've seen where it's like a proper strip, like you'd expect, you know, from actual geology. But then it's not, again, it's not tied to the. Oh right, okay. There's a. Right, so it's a waterfall. Okay. I wonder how many lizard doggos there are. Oh, we got a house like that. If I go through that, is it going to go too deep? Yeah, brilliant. That's just silly that it does that, to be totally frank. So if we make a little one of these. No, missed. There we go. One of them. Stick, I don't know, bunch of stuff in there. Construct it, and hopefully it's not left a chest. No. Then we want to build it again. I say it's silly that you can't do vehicles through water, and that there's no swimming at all. Right, so we want you to go in there. Might as well put you in, and you. Might as well have that in there. Stick them in. And that, and that, and that. Why did that not? Okay. Deconstruct that. Sort. Cool. Okay, let's continue on. Oh, horrible gassy things. Okay, can I sneak through? Nearly. Again, it's also silly when you're in a vehicle that it like wouldn't. In fact, that's what we'll do. I might as well put the gas mask on. But when you're in a vehicle, it doesn't. Oh, I haven't got a gas mask, have I? I need my cilia to build the fabric to make the gas mask because I've lost mine. Yeah, it's not like you have to come to this biome specifically to get a specific resource. Oh, flower lads as well. Lovely. I wonder what they're guarding. Oh, it's obviously
widespread chaos and mayhem. World
a thingy.
President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
Oh. That looks like copper, doesn't it? It's not bauxite. I don't think there is any bauxite over here, as I understand it from what it's showing on this thing. It's all a bit more north of here. But we should be able to get through a gap there, I think, somewhere. So just off to our left a bit. So off that way. So it's kamikaze off this cliff. Avoid the... Oh no, 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 no. That's bad. Right. Right. Oh, gold. Can I get this way without you killing me? Ah. Okay, let's get out of the car. It'll re-right itself. There we go. Can I sneak through here? Or is this lethal too? Ooh, crash site as well. Okay. There's lots of fun stuff over here. Oh, spiders as well. Hello, spiders. Oh, I can't get through this one. Okay. Where am I? Should be there. Unless it's an optical illusion of the map, maybe. And actually you have to go you know, it's like a stepped thing, as it were. Oh. Somebody's making a lot of noise. Oh, it's the bugs. Okay. Ah, what's this? What's this? Through here, maybe? No? So maybe it's just a sort of... Oh, crikey. You're a big fella, aren't you? Big, horrible, spidery lad. Eek. Right, so I am right where, according to this map, I should be able to get through, but I'm not seeing it. Oh no, I'm not. Wrong bit. Should be here. Okay, let's give that a go then. Let's give that a go. See if I can't. No? Is that following me? It is, blimey. Bit of momentum right there. Ah! Can't get up there though, can I? Alright, I know you're there. No, no. Oh, sneak up through. Ah, here we go. There we go. Flowers, okay, brilliant. Here we go. Oh, blimey. I don't get why they've put these, like, toxic rocks in. If I'm totally honest. That you just can't get rid of. Right. Let's make sure I'm full on health. And let's cross our fingers. In fact, I'm just going to do a save scan. So, we would be satisfactory. Just call it 30B. Because it's really tedious if you have to come back. Right, so see if we can't blast our way through. Yeah, poison, poison, poison. Yes, yes, very good. No, we're okay. We're okay. We are okay. That was a bit crunchy. I guess it was loading something else in there. Right, so where are we now? We are... So that's that. That's that thing across there. We're still far away. So there is apparently some bauxite here. And that's like the furthest... Oh, not quite furthest, right. There's that island there. So some bauxite here, apparently. As I say. How do we get round to it? So if we go that way... Looks like that's a sort of a path underneath. Why's that not? Okay. Would it be this way? It must be this way. Oh, okay. Okay. So we are... Right. So if we follow this river up, that takes us up to the island. And this is like the furthest... I was going to say right, furthest east bit of bauxite. So if we go up there... Might be a little tricky to follow it in the car because of the joys of Yeah. Oh, look at all that poison up there. This is sort of what I was afraid of for coming up here. That's why I was trying to get the gas masks. Because the Bauxite Island, I think, is there. And this seems to be dripping in poison, basically. What about going up here? Where does this take us? This takes us a little bit. Oh. What the heck is that? Is that just an optical, like an optical illusion? Just like a. What's that black gunkiness? I gotta investigate that. Hang on. So I'll just get out, give you a bop, and then where are the rest of you? Here you are. Come on then. Let's be having ya. Where have you gone? Oh. Oh, no. Go on. Oh! There were 4 here? No, don't want the leaves. So what is this then? Crude oil? That's not what the other oil patches look like. The other patches are like splats in the ground. Have they changed that then? Oh, unless this is some weird multi-node thing, is it? Huh. What is that? Is that not? Oh, never mind then. Oh, right, okay. So this looks like a different sort of oil patch. I wonder if I don't think I've got the stuff to make a oil extractor. You need to place this on a resource node. Okay. So then what's this if not a resource node? Let's try putting a miner on it then. Can't afford to place this on a resource node. That's strange. I'm not sure I understand that then. So this is a different type of oil. Yeah, it's not on the. It's not shown. On the Satisfactory map. Oops. So that's uranium. Unless this is something to do with sulfur, is it? No, it's not sulfur. Weird. So there appears to be no reference to this on Satisfactory map. So maybe there's just no way of tapping it at the moment. But that seems strange. I'm going to put a beacon. I put a beacon down. Wrong button. And we'll call this. See, I think I'm using white for oil and black for gold. So I'm going to call this weird oil. Because I know there is a way of getting the old something out of like the bauxite. So maybe use the same thing for that. Anyway, that's a strange situation. But yeah, we want to be going over to this island over here, basically. This is where the first bauxite is. If we can get over there. Without. Can I drive on that? Oh, no. It's water. Okay. That was weird. It was like I got hit by something then. I've obviously taken a few lumps there. I didn't realise that. Let's get that healed up. Same trick again then. I say this is just tedious that you can't extract vehicles from, you know. The risk with doing this is more to do with it. If it leaves a box, and then you can't access the box because you can't swim. Right, so let's put all of that in again. Just chuck all of them away. That in there. You. Oh. Somebody's angry. Where did you come from? So I can't cross that water. This is going to make finding that bauxite a little tricky. So there's all sorts of resources over here. Okay. Oh, and more poison things. Okay. Am I even going to be able to get over to this? I don't think I am I? There is another simple solution, which you basically build like a highly elevated platform. So you have no idea how deep any of this water is. I do know that the tolerance for the vehicle is very poor. I don't suppose that's the bauxite over there, is it? No, it can't be. You see, I've no idea if I drive into this, am I sunk or not? Let's give it a go. Nope, not sunk. Now, what are you? Are you copper? You're copper. Okay. And again, am I going to get stumped? Or no? Oh, okay. Right. So it should be over this way. I mean, it's cheating technically, but I mean, it's a fixed map, so you know, once you play it through, I bet this is it here. Once you played it through once, you'd know it already anyway. I bet that's bauxite, is it? Right, am I gonna have to kill you? I guess I am, aren't I? Yeah, you're gonna get angry. Oh, crikey! You sneaked up on me. Where have you gone? You can actually shoot the balls out of the air. I didn't know that before. Oh, have we got multiple? We have. That's what's going on. Yeah, you can shoot the balls out, the fireballs out of the air. Which I did not know before. I'm glad they keep getting stuck on the car, though. Makes things a lot easier. Now, where's the other one gone? Hello, there's a doggo. Where's the other one gone? Here we go, here's bauxite. Okay, so. There should in theory be 3 patches, so there should be one here. One up here. There we go. Okay, so if we put... I've got to do this at the other one, but if we put power pole there, power pole there, power pole there, and then we'll grab a bacon and plop it, I don't know, here. What colour do we want to colour bauxite then? Let's do a sort of I don't know, light blue of some description? No, I've already got light blue for iron, haven't I? Maybe turquoise? That'll do. Call it water sign. Cool. Okay. Do a little bit of a heal. Okay. Right, so the next one is back where we came from, basically. So next one is here. There. It's exactly there. But how do I get over to that without continuously dropping the car in the water? I guess we could go back to the oil, because we know we can drive over that sort of land. Just what I mean with a map. Why has it not revealed that bit? Even though I'm right there. Oh, it's the corpse in the way. Ew. Ew, we got beastie in the wheels. Ew. Or I could just try and blast straight over to it. I'm wondering if maybe all of this water's shallow enough for you to drive through it, because it's meant to be like a swampy area. No, let's play it in quotes safe and see if we can't get back to where we were, because that's that copper. Could I drive through here? Yeah. Let's get you. Let's take. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Big long ride for you. Oh no, tripped over you there. Oh, I guess that's some sort of tree. So it was over here, wasn't it? Because it was near this patch that we were before. Yeah. So we want to try and get across this water, which I'm not sure that's going to be very easy. Can we get round here? Oh, this is where you were. Okay. Okay. Because I sort of leapt off this cliff, didn't I? Yeah, that's not going to prove very friendly, is it? I think I'm about to... okay. See, I could nip out and build a bridge across. In fact, let's do that. So if we nip out... Where have you gone? Give you a wallop. He was tough, wasn't he? Only a couple of whacks and they're done. Must be one of the bigger ones. We might as well claim our little reward. And then, oh, crikey. And then we want to put a little bit of a foundation bridge across now. If we go up one more, there we go. And then one of these. And then we should be able to go straight across. With the ones. I bet if I put a flat bit in. Yeah. Right. So let's drive across. What kind of fuel on me? Yeah. Okay, so this puts us on the other side. I bet there's a... Yeah, okay, brilliant. That was exactly the wrong place to cross. Marvellous. Oh, unless... Is that water? No, that's not water, is it? Okay. We don't really want to be here anyway. Where are we going? We're going to... these. How do I get to those? I need to go right. purple here. Somewhere buried in those rocks. Oh, it's safe as well. So if we go sort of that way, hopefully we can get through here. Crikey, blooming, it dropped it straight in there, didn't even pretend to hide that one. Yeah, it should be this way. Oh, poison plants. Nice. What we got here? So it should be here somewhere. Oh, it's not underneath, is it? Because that looks like uranium. I'm wondering if it's below ground. It's in that cave system, maybe. Because it should be there. Ah, no, here we go. This is bauxite, isn't it? What's... Oh, there you are. Okay. Where have you gone? Yeah, these are like bigger versions of the hogs. Oh. Just to dumb around vehicles, though. Any more? Any more? I could grab this. No, all good. Bauxite, there we go. So, power pole. There should be a second patch. No, something was moving up here. Is it guarding a patch of bauxite? No. Bit difficult to see what's going on. So I've got bauxite there. Should be right next to it. Ow. No? Ah! That's very well camouflaged. Okay. And then a beacon. And then it was sort of a turquoisey colour, wasn't it? Sort of in there, maybe. Cool. And then I should save it, really. Bauxite. Excellent. Little snack. And off we go. Right, next one then is all the way back round here. So it's up in this sort of area. Which, because that's a crash site. So where is the one that I found? Maybe I just didn't put a beacon down. Because I've got some bauxite in one of my chests back at the base. Weird. But if we go up here, there should be a way to get through, basically. So we need to go behind the other way. These are doggers trying to make with my car. Is that uranium? Yeah, uranium. Oh, is it that way? That doesn't look right. Let's give it a go. say technically sort of cheating, but I say you would, if you played this game through before, you know you're going to know where these things are. You're not going to need to refer to a map, or use the scanner. You're just going to, well, you might need the scanner for pinpointing them, but you're going to know this where the box is, sort of thing, where the coal is, etc., etc. So it's low-grade cheating, I would say. Right, we need to go a bit around here. I think this is the ones I found randomly, but I obviously, as I say, didn't mark them because they're in this sort of territory, you know, sort of sandy stuff. With lots of trees, etc. Whoops. Yeah, it's definitely the ones I found before. Right, there should be one. Well, I think there's one up the top there somewhere. But it should be one over here. Ish. Yeah, this is definitely the one. And I've hand walloped some bauxite out of it, you see. And stuck that in the... There we go. That's the badger. Just give you a bop. A couple of whacks. And then see if we can shoot you to death. Oh, reload. It's weird how they seem to be magnetically attracted to the vehicle and get stuck in it. It's a bit strange though. Right, let's have a bit of a snosh. Then we want a pow-pow. We want a beacon. Bauxite. B-A-X-I-T-E. So is it aluminium or aluminum? It very much depends on... Why did that not take the name? Where you are, British English, it's aluminium. American English, and indeed the rest of the world, it's aluminum. And depending on how you class such things, aluminum is actually the correct way of doing it, because the person who discovered it called it aluminum, and at some point us Brits decided that didn't fit with the naming convention, if you see what I mean, because it's what else is there? I can't think of an example. I can't think of another example, but the ium ending is sort of how lots of other minerals and stuff are. And so we've retroactively said, no, it's aluminium. But yeah, effectively ours is the one that's changed and is therefore different. So now these may be on the top of the cliff. Up here somewhere maybe? So you've got this spur, you see. So a bit further down. So that... Oh, here we go. Have we got any beasties here? No. No. Okay. Okay. Right, so this one here. And sort of... like that. They're all slightly different, aren't they? So I should save the colour, really. That's fine. And then there should be one So I think it might be on top, but it could be underneath this spur. Oh, I should get me a weapon. There we go. See, the small ones die very quickly to the riffle. If you lot were here... Oh. It turned to look at me then. Crikey. Alright, calm down, calm down. You'll be dead in a minute. Don't worry. There we go. Oh. That was a bit of a crunchy autosave. So yeah, it's whether or not it's actually on the top there. I think it's on the top. Because it shows it. Yeah, it's on the top. Or in a cave. Shows it in the map that it's on this promontory here. So we could build up to it. Or drive round, but I'm not going to bother. I know it's there. I know it's there. It knows it's there. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so. The next stuff heads up into the old... into the bit of the map I've never been in at all, really, which is the old... forest. The red forest thing. And I'm not actually 100% sure how you get to it. If I'm totally honest, because it seems mostly to be on the top of a, like, I don't know what you call it, like a bluff or something, like a cliff. And when you look at the map, you can't really see a way into it. Maybe if we go along the river. Oh, hello, Grim. Sorry, I've been staring at the map basically all day. So when you say, so my name is Trismegistus, but I'm more than happy if you just want to use Triz or Triggs or Triggles. You know, happy with. I mean, my real name is Mark, so you can use that as well if you want. But you know, the streamer name, as it were, is Trismegistus. It's not spelt right. It's meant to be an E instead of a U, but all the way back in the dim and distant past when I was coming up with my username, it's actually, I mean, you can actually look it up, I say with an E, and it's Trismegistus. It means three magics basically, and it's Hermes thrice blessed is effectively what it is. It's like a Greek thing basically, but that's not where I got it from. I got it from. I used to be a big fan. I suppose I am in a sense still. Of a writer called. What was he called? Hang on one second. He's got a bit of an odd name. Robert Rankin, that's it. Well, it's not that odd a name, is it, I guess, really? But Robert Rankin, he had a thing in one of his books called The Train of Trismegistus. And I'd literally just read that book, and that was when I was like making a name. So I thought, oh, Trismegistus is a cool name, but I misspelt it. Yeah, I say Trismegistus, or just Triz, or Triggs or Triggles. Basically, I mean Triggles. I use Triggles on like it's still Trismegistus, the account name, but on like Twitter and YouTube, I use the Triggles. But you can't. It's like alias to it basically. But you can't do that on Twitch. It has to be whatever your proper name, as it were. You can apparently have multiple Twitch accounts actually, but I don't see how, because they have to be registered to an email. how in the heck do I get onto this? So I think, because you've played this, haven't you? How do you get up to the whole red forest area? Is there like an easy way in? Because I think there might be, but it probably means going right the way back around. Is that climbable? I think we would have to go up that way, wouldn't we? Because I think from here I can't get across. Or maybe I can go up there, actually. Because it looks like it's cliffs, basically, blocking me off from the rest of it. And I think I might have to go all the way back to the desert. And then go like... I'm pointing at the map. I think I might have to go up here. I think this is the way in, by the looks of the contour maps. I mean, I think I could technically like go along this river and go up a bit here, from what it says on the thing. But I don't fancy trying to get round the river because it's a pain in the arse when it the vehicle just gets stopped in the water. Don't think you explored the map. Oh, okay. I mean, to some extent, I don't need to. But I mean, I've identified some. I mean, these are actually fairly accessible. Thinking about it, because we can get. This is just. I mean, when they did update 5, it set all of the map to off again. You know, to unexplored. You know, because they made the changes. And while it was doing, so I've done the next tier of the elevator basically. And while it was chunking away making those bits, I went and redid the map. But there's bits here that I'd already explored that I haven't filled in yet. Okay, so if we head back to base, because it's actually 10 to 5 anyway. If we head back to base anyway, then I'm sure it'll have made the motors for me. So we could do then the bauxite research. I think you can get through here. No. That'd be a tree. No, that's a tree. No. No. There you go. Oh no. That can't be the right way. It's all a bit painful. Right. I think we can get through here. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. Let's see where this goes. Oh, this looks like... Hey, unless it's just a little... I don't know. Okay. Okay. Boop. I think we're at the... Yeah, here we go. Oh. What was that? Yeah, I think we're at the military base. There is a jetpack, yeah. I wasn't a massive fan of the jetpack. I don't know if I'm using it wrong, but... well, there's two. There's like a hover pack and a jetpack. The hover pack, I've obviously never used or unlocked because I haven't even like, got that far yet. It's sort of in this tier of research. But that's the one that uses electricity. And so long as you're in your base, basically, you can hover. And it makes building a lot easier, from what I can tell. But the jetpack is, yeah, it's fueled, but it's more like having a platforming style big jump rather than what I would call a jetpack, because it only lasts for a few seconds. And I just kept using it and dying basically, because you know you can get high enough that the drop will kill you, and you know, if you haven't got somewhere to land, I'm sure there's a technique you can use it where you bunny hop, basically. But I find that sort of thing, if it didn't work in a logical and sensible way, I just get annoyed with it. Because it's like, I mean, it's like the fact that you can't drive the vehicles through more than about 2 feet deeper water. I mean, that's just dumb to me. They're gonna have to They're gonna have to do something different with that. And the engineer can't swim. You just sort of, all you're doing is like moving your character along. And I've had it about half a dozen times where I've basically ended up with a vehicle, you know, stuck in some water, deconstructed it. It's got too much for me to carry, and then there's a chest in the water that I just can't get to. And I know there are... I wonder, is the... I've lost my gas mask as well somehow. I've managed to either destroy it or leave it somewhere, or... I'm just wondering though. No. Okay, bum. I thought that might have the gas mask in it. It's just to make one, I've got to make another one. I've got to make 100 fabric, and that means chopping down... Oh. I've done a great job there, haven't I? Hey, there we go. 100 bits of cloth and it's bits of fabric, and it's like... Some of those things I tend to find a bit frustrating as well. Not just in this game, but a lot of games like this, where it's like... They give some things ridiculous resource costs, and then others are ridiculously cheap. Well, not ridiculously, but unrealistically cheap. So a gas mask, you know, you've got... It's 100 bits of fabric and 100 this and 200 that, and it's like... What? Why? I think you can make an... I think the parachutes are only like 5 bits of fabric or something. And it's like, well... Why? Well, like, I mean, in Factorio, the one that always gets me is the... Mark II personal roboports, where it's like... I can't remember, it's 4 or 5 offhand, but... It's like 4 roboports stuck together with a whole load of extra steel and stuff, and yet it takes up exactly the same root space in your what should we call it, in your, you know, equipment grid, and that also then takes up exactly the same space as the night vision goggles, and it's like, wait a minute. Or the solar panels, personal solar. There's some weird light over there. Personal solar panels are like five solar panels stuck together, and you look at the solar panels on the ground, and yet somehow that slots into one slot that's smaller than a roboport and smaller than night vision goggles, and it's like, what mind-bending physics is going on there then? Right, so yes, so we're going to see if we've got enough motors to finish this tier of research. Oops. Yeah, mushrooms is for the mycelia, which I don't mind. You can get quite a lot of that quite quickly with the chainsaw, but I say, yeah, it definitely needs some balancing. Or, I mean, I suppose they're, you know, deliberately gating it off so that you don't make 100 gas masks, but, you know, why bother? It seems a bit strange, you know. You know, what does it matter if you've got 100 gas masks? Aha! So if this has got them in, okay. So if we go upstairs, the others, in fact, if it's backing up there, it'll have a load on the belt as well. Okay. Total which I calculated my green circuit cost for my base. Which is what? What's your... I'm guessing that's eye-watering. Is it this? It must be these ones. Yeah, 50 of them. So that's then... And this should have the same in. Yeah, lovely jubbly. Right, so we've got 200 motors, which we can stick in the machine, and that'll cap off this stream, I think. Because I assume you're doing centralized production of like green circuits and stuff, and red circuits and that sort of thing. If you're using a factory town approach. But definitely one I would centralize if and indeed when I try a new mega base. Because although they, you know, trains have a ridiculous amount of them in, but they're very, very quick to produce. So. Right, so here we go. We will stick this in here. Boop. We will launch the pod. We'll watch it fly up through my factory.
Reached. Quartz and bauxite scanning unlocked. A new generation of basic aluminum parts is now available, which can be constructed from bauxite after a complex process of refinement. The blender will be used in future processes.
Yeah, so you get a new machine, don't you? The blender. Production. There we go. Blender. Which we can't even make until we've made some aluminium things. 73.8 blue belts. Wow. Okay. A blueprint that I made that takes out one of my city blocks and produces 8 belts of greens from raw. Right, okay. Do you think do you find that more like, as it were, easy to do then? Because obviously raw only stacks to half what, you know, processed, you know, so raw iron train is only half as much stuff as a iron plate train. But I guess it's easier to, if you're taking it all and making it into green circuits, then that sort of makes, you know, sense in a different way, as it were. It's sort of a less complex logistics chain if it's all self-contained. So I was saying this before, wasn't I? Be interested to see how big your city blocks are then, because that seems like quite. You're 8 beaconing, aren't you? Or are you 12? Because 8 is obviously, you know, you can get sort of more stuff in. I found. I'm going to try to place them near the ore deposits. Okay, okay. Have you got? I can't remember whether you said you've. Because I know you're working in creative, but I can't remember whether you said you've actually got you know, the megabase map running as well, sort of thing. Did you go? If you have, did you go with you know, bigger, richer patches, sort of thing? Because I was quite staggered actually on the no spoon one. So I was a bit sort of staggered that you know, right next to the starting area we had one, you know, we had 3 iron patches with 40 million, you know, in each of them, because you could basically build your entire mega base with just them, really. So 200 by 200, most of my stuff is at 8 beacon, yeah. I say a lot. There's a few things I would steal 12 beacon, but I think 8 beacon's best, just because it gives you a lot more options for building stuff. You know, you can do direct insertion and use chests and all that stuff, which you just can't with 12 beacon. So, and 12 beacon, as we were saying before, power demand is just insane. It's just absolutely insane. Right. So we actually achieved something. We actually did. Oh, I can't do another one, can I? Or can I? Oh, I can. Okay. So what would be best? I mean, I could do logistics 5, but, you know. I'd rather get something like that so I can, excuse me, go and find the uranium patches as well. Because I've never actually stumbled across one of those. I'm wondering if they're all in caves, maybe. Because all we would need, and we obviously got that, and we could make that. I'd have to find a whole load of mycelia. Chop all that down. But we could make that relatively easily. And I say, this would be our first aluminium production. That's way too complicated for what I'm doing at the moment. The hover pack would be great. It also gives me inventory slots. That's interesting. And that does as well. Okay. I think we'll do this one, as I say, and I can sort of fiddle about with working out aluminium production, because I know it is more complicated. As I say, we have to use this blender in some way or capacity. Remote radio control units. Okay, how do I make them then? Radio control units. Where are they? Are they in here? No? Did I miss them? Unless... Oh, wait. Are they in a... Oh, we're not into one of those situations. Oh, no. There we go. So how do you make them? Oh, aluminium casings. Okay. Oh, crystal ocelots. Okay. I never set that production up, did I? And pooters. Wait, how do I make... Huh. Because don't I need sulfuric acid for aluminium or something? Oh, I'm going to have to figure all that out later. I need to end the stream because I'm absolutely starving. Probably going to start a new map for the final 5k base. Yeah. Purpose 12 beacon, it worked better. Yeah, as I say, some things it's just you get so much extra speed out of them. You know, that it's just better to go. But I think 12 is like the best, better general solution. Engaging on high plateau for uranium. I found a couple there, not fun. No, I say it wipes you out straight away. I did run across there are other nodes. I found a couple of the nodes, and one killed me basically instantly. Caves and high plateau. Okay. So what I need to do, basically, my plan. Basically. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll have to work out them. I don't know if you've ever done it, but because you seem to need to make that, unless you don't need them to make. Let's just have a look. So, have I now got? Oh, aluminium casings are in these. Okay. Okay, so it's only that for aluminium casings. But is the foundry needed for aluminium? Ah, okay. But it needs that aluminium scrapped. Oh, it needs silica as well. Okay. Silica. Right. Where do we get silica from then? Unless there's an alternate recipe or something, isn't it? No, that's deuterium and stuff. Okay. Where do we get silica from then? Anyway, yeah, I need to stop because I'm absolutely starving. Basically, good. Thank you. I mean, I quite like the idea of this. It's not optimal inside of size and space. Since they did update 5, these have become a bit broken. My staircases, because they've obviously, changed how the clipping and stuff works. So these ended up a bit weird, but it was quite a revolution because I was doing this whole thing was to get power up in different levels because I couldn't find any way of doing it simply, and I then started looking at because there seemed to be all sorts of things on other people's bases that I was like, well, where is that? I don't, I can't see that, and I didn't know that the Awesome Shop had basically everything cool in it. And so there was there was suddenly a phase where I, did a load of Awesome Shop unlocking, and suddenly the base was like really fun to build. This is me playing with a customizer. It's all random stuff. Yeah, so I say I'm gonna have to stop today. we'll be back next week with Satisfactory on Friday again. I don't know how much I'll do during the week, but I think I need to get up there basically and see what's going on. And how I get up there, I say I'm not entirely sure. So that'll be probably what I figure out during the week. As I understand it, it's pretty dangerous up there. There's like millions of spiders and stuff. So that should be interesting. That's probably what we will do next week. Because I'd quite like to leave this base just chunking away and making a bit of everything. Because it's sort of run out. And so if we're going to start doing proper production, we need a load of stuff. So yeah, so we'll probably do that next week, or I'll do that during the week. But that's it for today. I'll be back. Not used the shop yet. So it's got loads of really good stuff in it. And I say I made the mistake of not unlocking it, but it's got loads of stuff that's. I mean, there's obviously a lot of commercial things, but cosmetic things, but things like these, the attachments, wall attachments, and they've added these lift holes and stuff. They're awesome. They're really, really worth unlocking, and they're actually really cheap. One token is like not expensive at all, and it also gives you lots of options in terms of like walkways and stuff, just to make the whole base a whole lot easier to do. And this, like the pillars and stuff, what I really like about this game is the cosmetic side, so the building factories that look like factories type of thing, and this gives you all of the options for doing that. As I said, a lot of it's cosmetic, but some of it is so useful, and you got lights in there and billboards and all sorts now, so it's really worth doing that. Right, yes, so back tomorrow with the continuation of the No Spoon run in Factorio. Probably won't get No Spoon, but could well get the No Time for Chit Chat maybe this weekend. And then it's a case of optimising it, tweaking it, making it work for a dedicated run, and giving that a go. And then obviously Dyson Sphere program on Monday as well. So if you have been watching, then thanks for joining me, and I will catch you in another one, hopefully later. No problems if you're not around, Grim. It's I do these just for my own fun, really. So if you drop in, great. If you're not around, then don't feel you need to apologise if it's not here. It's not a problem at all. But yeah, so if I'm I'll be back 3 o'clock tomorrow, doing the No Spoon run, and seeing how we get on. So yeah, so if you have been watching, thanks for doing so, and I hope to catch you in another one. I've been Cheers Magistus. This has been Satisfactory. Thanks for watching. Cheers.